Tonight, Walter Houston will play an old part in a new play, a part, curiously enough, that he created years before the play was written, Bright World by Arch Obler. The scene is an orphan's picnic in a public park. The warm air sings with the happy voices of children on a long-awaited holiday. But all the children are not at play. One small boy sits huddled on the grass far apart from the others. Another small boy approaches him and hesitantly speaks to him.
Oh, Ted.
What do you want?
Well, the fellas thought maybe I'd come over and be with us. We're having lots of fun.
I don't want to.
Oh, but, Ted, everybody's having so much fun. Well, the games are playing. Even you could... I mean, you could...
Let me alone.
Oh, gosh, Ted, everybody says if you only start laughing again, you'll feel better.
Oh, leave me alone, I said. I don't want to laugh. I don't want nothing.
But, Ted, the
I
games...
said leave me alone. Go on, beat it.
Okay, Ted, if that's what you want. Hurry up, Joe. We're waiting for it.
Why don't you want to laugh, boy?
Huh?
I said, why don't you want to laugh?
What's it to you?
Well, I couldn't help overhearing the other boy, and it seems so strange that a boy shouldn't want to laugh.
Let me alone.
But why not talk with me? It's good to talk sometimes with someone strange to you. Now, please tell me, boy, why don't you want to laugh?
There's nothing to laugh about anymore.
Why not? The sun still laughs. The water laughs. There's jokes and games and fun. The world is full of laughter if you listen.
Not for me, it isn't.
But why?
Why? Why? 'Cause I'm blind, see? Blind. Blind.
I knew that.
Then what'd you have to bother me for?
Tell me, boy, when did it happen?
4th of July?
Independence Day, eh? Ah, it's a strange divinity that shapes our ends.
What'd you say?
It doesn't matter. But what does matter to me is what you've done with all those days since you've closed your eyes.
I sit and wait.
You wait? For what?
For nothing.
Mind if I talk to you a little longer?
Talking? What good's talking?
I know. Yes, I know. Ever since it happened, the good folks at the parsonage they've tried to cheer you up with words. Words are empty, aren't they? When you sit in darkness.
Yeah.
Yet if you listen, perhaps I can tell you words you never heard. Words that will make you want to laugh again.
Tell you I'll never laugh again.
And you think you'll never see again.
Never. They told me never.
And yet you will. You'll see more clearly than you ever saw before.
Oh, see?
Yes. But not with eyes. With heart.
I don't know what you mean.
When boys and men see with their eyes, they just see as far as their eyes can see. A little world of kites and sleds and making money. But mind and heart is far more real. Far more wonderful.
But how? How can I see? It's all so terrible dark.
Now, think of a ship. A great black pirate ship. The sails are white against a sky of blue. Think of it, boy. Think hard.
Yes, I'll try.
The ship is bounding high against green waves that throw it here and there. A great black ship with sails of white. You see it, son. You must see it.
Yes, I see it. I see it.
Now, that ship that's there inside your mind is a ship I never saw in life. I read about it in a book when I was just about as old as you are now. And yet I see it. And you see it. Just from words. Yes, far better than if we saw with wide open eyes. Do you understand?
I think I do. Yes, I do.
That's fine, boy. That's fine. Now you'll have a wonderful world of books, and yet not books, but living things. You'll see them in your mind. They'll live, they'll breathe, they'll be. No, wait, boy. Why do you turn your face away?
But I'll never be able to do anything.
Oh, yes, you will. Yes, you will. You'll find new things to do.
But I can hardly walk. I run into things. I fall. So dark, mister.
Yes, but now that you know the darkness really isn't there, it's just a great white canvas on which to paint the pictures that the words of books and friends will bring you. And if there is no dark, why be afraid, boy? Why be afraid?
I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid.
And being unafraid, you'll try to do things, won't you, boy?
Yes, I will.
Yes, I know you will. You'll never be afraid again, boy. You'll live with goodness and with courage, and you'll make the world a better place because of your life in it.
Will I, mister?
So now you see why you can laugh, boy. Well, you thought you'd nothing left, and yet you've got the whole world of air and sun and rain to feel. A world of all the great minds left to understand. A world of friends to love and share life with you.
Gee, I've got so much left, haven't I?
So come on, boy, laugh. Lift your face and laugh. The joke's on you. You've got the world. Laugh, I tell you, laugh. It's good to laugh, isn't it?
Yes, it's good to laugh.
Ted, you're laughing. Gee, Ted, you'll be all right now.
Yeah, I'm all right.
But why are you laughing? Why?
Him. Ask him.
Him?
Yeah. He showed me how to laugh again. He did it.
He? Ted, who are you talking about?
This man here. The one that's standing next to me.
Man?
Yes. Here, right next to me.
Gosh, Ted, there's nobody here. Nobody but that statue of Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, it was an old part in a new play for Walter Houston, will be remembered perhaps best of all in the character of Abraham Lincoln.
There's a real reason for honoring Lincoln tonight. A double reason. This is the beginning of Thanksgiving week, and Abraham Lincoln is the father of Thanksgiving. He proclaimed Thanksgiving Day as a national holiday in 1863. But there's another reason, too, for remembering Lincoln at this time. Just 76 years ago this week, on the battlefield of Gettysburg, some great and resounding speeches were made. When they were all done, a tall and lonely man stood up and said a few words that were scarcely heard. Some men today say that he wasn't speaking to the people who stood in the battlefield at Gettysburg, but to us, the living, the Americans that live today, and to the Americans that will live always. And as long as his words remain in the hearts of men, there will be democracy and freedom. Words to remember. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain. That this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom. And that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
And now from 1863 back to 1939, Connie Boswell sings one of this season's hit ballads, and it's from the new Rodgers and Hart musical comedy, Too Many Girls, and it's called I Didn't Know What Time It Was.
I didn't know what time it was, then I met you. Oh, what a lovely time it was, how sublime it was too. I didn't know what day it was, you held my hand, warm like the month of May it was, and I'll say it was grand. Grand to be alive, to be young, to be mad, to be yours alone. Grand to see your face, feel your touch, hear your voice say, I'm all your own. I didn't know what year it was. Life was no prize. I wanted love, and here it was, shining out of your eyes. And I know what time it is now.
To be alive, to be young, to be mad, to be yours alone.
See your face, feel the touch, hear your voice say I'm all your own. I didn't know what year it was. Life was no prize. I wanted love, and here it was, shining out of